Welcome back. It's that time of the year again. We are heading into the fall. This is the time when we start ruling out the upcoming winter season. The cold, the shorter days, lack of light, and the possibility of what we call a seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression. My name is Dr. Nutchman. I'm a board-certified psychiatrist in the state of New Jersey. I own a small virtual practice for working women. I'm also an ICF certified empowerment coach. But my passion and mission is to break stigma on mental health. That's why I make mental health videos. I've made multiple videos on seasonal affective disorder. So today I'm not going to talk to you guys about that you should boost up your vitamin D, because I have made that video already. And if you're interested in watching that video, I've attached a link of that video under the bio of this video. We talk about using a Lux bright light in the mornings for about 30 minutes and 10,000 units of that light, which can help alleviate or even prevent seasonal depression. We talk about increasing your protein intake, foods which are rich in serotonin like chicken and chickpeas and tofu, staying active and doing exercise, trying to keep your work desk closer to the window to get extra sunlight, pulling up your heavy drapes. So many other things that the research has already proven is very helpful in decreasing the incidence of seasonal depression or even preventing seasonal depression. But today I'm going to share with you some of my personal experiences being raised in northern India, which is Kashmir. So all my childhood I grew up in areas which were very cold. Our winters were freezing cold and we didn't have much facilities. We had days where we had to go without electricity, no TV. I can share some of the things that I saw growing up in Kashmir back then, which I thought were so helpful and has created these nostalgic memories and always brought a sense of contentment. As a little girl, I was never scared of the winter times because I just saw that my family would prepare in our fields, anticipating that we are going to be facing an adversity. We have to ride this wave through patience, develop those effective strategies to face an adversity or a hardship. It gives you that sense of strength, a sense of courage. Where all of our family used to gather together, and then we would talk about these winters, how harsh they're going to be, and whether or not we're prepared. We had these rituals of eating specific kinds of foods. I recall my grandmom and my parents would often talk about very special and unique types of foods which were only available during the winter time. How my grandmom used to store those sun-dried foods in special boxes, and she would put some salt in it, and just watching the whole family prepare itself for the upcoming winter was so heartwarming to watch as a child. So I would like for you guys also to create those similar rituals with your children just around the Halloween time. Sit with the family and talk with everybody that, okay guys, winter is going to come. How's everybody feeling about this time? Whose favorite season is winter? What to expect? What are your concerns? What is something that you don't like about the winter? What is something that you enjoy? Okay, guys, do we have our snow boots ready? Do we have our gloves ready? Do we have our hats ready? Assign a special box to it and enroll your family, involve your children, label it and name it and create this beautiful ritual into your family. A lot of people, they even change the decor of their house, which if you can't afford it, it's not a bad idea. And again, involve the entire family. You can pick the beautiful colors of the fall, the oranges, the burgundy, the brown, the yellows, maybe change the drapes, bring in some nice smelling candles, the pumpkin spice, or there's the apple cinnamon flavors. Have your children create those special moments that, okay, on every Sunday evening, we're going to get some popcorn, we're going to get the pizza, we're going to watch a movie, and we're going to sit by the fireplace, or just share the stories of your childhood, those past memories. What are some of the memories that your kids have of the previous winters? Which ones were hard? How do they feel about these school closures? All these beautiful things, they just bring the sense of warmth, and then instead of dreading the winter time, we can actually invite it, because we know that this is going to be more of an intimate thing. There's a reason the different animals start either accumulating food or some of them go into a state of hibernation. We humans, we have worked so hard during the summertime, so maybe winter is a time for our bodies to slow down. I know as a psychiatrist I'm supposed to believe in seasonal affective disorder, but I think somewhere down, as a human being, I feel what we call depression, could it just be a nature's call for us to slow down? Maybe we don't have to maintain the same workflow, maintain that same energy, that level of motivation that we do for the rest of the year. Maybe this time is meant for us to kind of slow down, be more mindful of what we have, spend more time with our loved ones inside the homes, develop those connections instead of fighting this feeling, instead of saying that, no, I just want to keep up the same pace, let me load myself with some antidepressant. I go like, all right, next 4 to 5 months, I'm just going to go slow down. I'm just going to be more mindful. I'm going to be more grateful. Assign some special foods that you're going to say our family is going to make together. So get those recipes, prepare food together. Also keep some small time for volunteering. Gather your children's friends, say, put up a big nice table and have all the kids make sandwiches for a local soup kitchen. It can help you create beautiful memories. And then of course you have the upcoming holidays. In my childhood, we always used to associate winter with this amazing, delicious meat pudding that we used to make either in our homes or we would buy from these special stores. This meat pudding we used to call harissa. And what was most interesting is that this harissa wasn't available in the other time. It was just very specific in those winter times. When I get ready for the winter, these are some of the core memories that I have, and it always brings gratitude, a sense of contentment. But these are things in a way which can boost up your serotonin, or having those connections, maybe keeping wintertime for small gatherings. And if you're an introvert like me and don't like big crowds, then you can always invite 1 or 2 friends over, just get one dish, or have everybody do a small potluck, get some board games out, or watch some Netflix shows, an old Bollywood movie, or whatever movies you like to watch. There's one thing in our field we call the neurons that wire together, fire together. So our brain makes these associations with different memories. The brain circuitry runs in such a way that if you think about moments which brought you happiness and contentment, they light up, and you still feel, your body still feels energized and motivated as soon as you think about those beautiful times. So you can always create these nostalgic memories for yourself and for your children. Hopefully this winter, you, instead of having that sense of dread, why not have that sense of acceptance, that sense of connection, an opportunity to create some new memories, to cook some new recipes, to make some new connections, to create some new rituals with your loved ones. And yes, of course, having a couple of therapy sessions to increase your coping skills or to gain some self-awareness is a plus. Or just checking with your psychiatrist if you are already seeing one, if you already are struggling with depression and are worried that there's a seasonal component to it. So just make sure that you are the right dosage of medicine. Ask your psychiatrist whether or not you need an increase in your medications. Also pay special attention to the food. Try your best to stay active, stay grateful, stay mindful, stay hopeful. Please subscribe to my channel to support my work. Don't forget to comment, and yes, send me a request, or if you have any question, I will love to make a video on that. Please keep your requests as general as possible. Take care.